Hey guys, welcome back to the pod. It's me, your host, Tiffany. And if you're new here, hi, hello, thank you for joining. Today, we're going to be doing a trailer reaction to when I tell you this just dropped like a few minutes ago, there is a new movie coming to Netflix next year starring Millie Bobby Brown. Most people know her as Elle from Stranger Things. And the movie is called Damsel, and it looks pretty interesting. So we're going to react to that. And before I even get into the reaction, I did kind of want to just like touch base with you guys and just talk to you guys because I wasn't here last weekend. I had to take a little bit of a break. I think October kind of tired me out a little bit. And then on top of having a full time job, I was feeling it. All those like horror movie like reactions that I did back to back, that was a lot of editing for me. I'm not used to that. So while it was fun and I really enjoyed it, it was kind of a lot. So I just took a little bit of a break, but I'm back now. And yeah, so I want to talk to you guys. So if you're watching this and you're like, okay, I only came for the trailer reaction, I don't really care what she has to say, you can skip ahead, of course. I don't know at what minute or second it will be at, but maybe somebody will put it in the comments down below if you just want to see the trailer reaction. So first off, I wanted to say thank you for the support. I noticed that my channel has been growing over the past month. We're almost at 100 subscribers, and I know like for most people, that's probably not a lot, but to me, it is because I've never had 100 subscribers before. So thank you for anybody that's been watching my videos, that's been liking it, leaving comments, anything like that. I really appreciate it. It seems like you guys enjoyed the whole classic horror movie reactions thing that I did during October, so I appreciate the love there. And it was fun. Like I said, it was a lot when it came to the editing, but it was fun, and it's definitely something I would like to do again next year. Maybe not necessarily classic horror movie, reactions, but just something along those lines where I kind of have a series of like horror movies or something related to horror that I'm reacting to, especially since it seemed like you guys liked it so much. I noticed like a lot of the creators that I follow were doing like, they were watching horror movies like every single day, like putting out new videos. And I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it. Like, that's a lot, even for me to just do it like once a week. I want to kind of incorporate that a little bit more, I think, with my content and just with my channel. Not even just Halloween, but just like in general. Like I think reactions are fun. And I feel like, I enjoy watching them personally. And I know that I would say that that's probably like the most interaction that I've gotten from my channel so far. I also think that people liked me doing polls, and so that way you guys can choose like what I react to. I like having that interaction and that participation, so maybe I'll do something like that again. Of course, if you guys have ideas or things that you want to see from me, let me know in the comments. I'm always open to suggestions. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, so I guess like a little bit of news here. So if you guys didn't know, the actor strike is officially over. Yay! And I noticed some people were actually, I had a couple people actually ask me. They were like, "What is SAG?" And what, they didn't really know what it was or what was going on. And I noticed a couple of people like on Instagram leaving comments under like Netflix or like, other whenever it was announced, and people were kind of just like, "Oh, I thought the strike was over, like what." And so just to kind of clear that up, I'm not an expert obviously on this subject, so I just kind of wanted to give like a little I guess just like a give like a simple explanation for anybody who didn't know or hadn't been keeping up with it, or what it means for the strike to be over. So writers and actors were both on strike. The writers went on strike first initially, and then the actors followed suit. And, it kind of just comes down to, the actors not getting fairly compensated for their work. And like I said, there's a lot more to it. And I'm not like the spokesperson or somebody who knows all the details, but, it had to do with like AI and then them not getting compensated for like streaming and all that kind of stuff. Basically, like their contracts needed to be updated, and the studio execs and, the people who were like rich were not trying to give up more money. And, the actors and the writers, they had to push for better for themselves. So if they hadn't done that, like, they wouldn't have got to where they are today. So I definitely was supporting the strike. But at the same time, I think like everybody else, we were kind of like, oh, so that means we're not getting like new, we're not getting new episodes. We're not getting these new films. when people are out of work, it's not just actors, it's people, it's anybody that is a part of making a film or a TV show. And that's a lot of people, and some of these people, that's like fully their livelihood. Like without it, they're struggling to pay rent or to provide for their family. So it was a lot more than just, I think there was kind of a narrative there where people were kind of like, oh, our actors are already rich, so why are they being greedy? Why are they asking for more? But it's not that. And a lot of these actors who were on strike, like they're not like super rich like we think they are. Just because they're on TV or they're on a streaming service or whatever, that does not mean that they're super rich. Now, they might be better off than you and I, but they're not like making billions of dollars. It's really like the studio execs and the people that are at the top that are making all the money there. So basically, with the actor strike being over, that means that production can start again. If you notice, there was a lot of like like the Kelly Clarkson show and like Sherry Shepherd show, like a lot of those shows that came back because the writers were back. And now that we have the actors back too, I think they're kind of like looking to start at least like by the end of, this year. And so hopefully, by next year, things will kind of pick up a bit and we'll start seeing more trailers and, things that are going to be coming out for next year. And that kind of, I guess, segues into what we're doing today. So I noticed like Netflix is having this whole Geeked Week thing. Honestly, like, don't make fun of me, but I don't exactly know what it is. Like I noticed they did this last year. They probably been doing this for several years and I just didn't notice. I remember last year specifically because that was when season 4 of Stranger Things that came out, and then there was a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that they were posting, and I know that was part of like the Geeked Week thing. And I'm like, I don't even know what this is, but like this is like cool content that they're putting out. So I assume that Geeked Week is basically just kind of like giving fans, a preview of what's to come for next year. With the new year comes new TV shows and new films, of course. And like I said, with the actors not being on strike anymore, that means that production can start again and people can start filming. That means Stranger Things is going to start filming again. Although I'm sad because it's going to be the last season, but like I think everybody's kind of been anticipating like what's going on with season 5? Is it going to come back? So it looks like they're going to start filming from what I've read soon, probably within the next month or so. And so this trailer that I'm going to be reacting to, this is going to be a movie, like I said, on Netflix starring Millie Bobby Brown, and it's premiering sometime next year. I have no idea if there's an official date out, but this was kind of part of the lineup of things that they were releasing for Netflix Geeked. Again, I don't I don't know the exact definition of what what the geeked thing is, but like I said, I'm assuming it's just like a preview and just to kind of give fans more like BTS footage and things like that. But yeah, I literally don't know anything about this movie. I just saw the movie poster and I thought it looked interesting. And I think it's always cool to kind of see like the kids that, they're not kids anymore, but to see the kids in Stranger Things, to see them do other projects and just to kind of see like, maybe like what they're going to be doing in the future. So I was like, okay, I'm interested in this. Let's see what this is about. It's called DAMSEL. So I'm assuming that she's going to be trapped somewhere. I don't know, even but like by the movie poster. We'll see. I think it's just a teaser trailer though, so it's probably only like a minute or two. But anyway, we're gonna react to it. You and we're gonna react to it together, and then we'll do a little discussion afterwards.
Run from me, darling. You better run for your life.
Okay, so it's giving fantasy then.
Run from me, darling.
Ooh.
You better run for your life.
One slip and you're gone. You're a goner. Okay, so yeah, this shot was
Welcome,
the movie
Princess. It's been our task
Oh, Angela
to
Bassett
protect
is in
our
it.
people. But so too the reward.
You better run
Ooh,
for your life.
she's gonna be fighting. Okay. Okay, Millie, we see you. Okay, so what do you guys think? Obviously that's a teaser trailer, so they're not showing much, but yeah, that kind of wasn't what I was expecting for some reason. Like, I don't know why. I guess because of the poster. Like, I thought it was gonna be like a I didn't think it was going to be a fantasy movie, but that makes more sense because I feel like those are the roles she kind of typically does. I know outside of Stranger Things, like another big film or series that she was a part of was the Enola Holmes, which is on Netflix as well. And that's kind of, is that fantasy? I don't know if it's fantasy. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the sequel, and I think they're doing it like a third one as well. So yeah, that this kind of like seems like up her alley to be honest, but I don't know why I was thinking like I guess from the poster I thought that maybe she was gonna be like sounds stupid now that I'm saying it out loud. I thought she was gonna be like rock climbing or be like one of those people that goes on adventures and then she gets stuck and then the whole movie it's like her trying to like survive, which I mean it kind of is, but it's also this clearly like elements of fantasy there and her being a princess. I think they said princess or something like that. And then the kid, the guy in there, he looks so familiar. I know I've seen him in other movies. He looked like he was going to be the prince or something like that. I don't know, or like a part of the kingdom. And then I saw Angela Bassett in there. So it looks interesting. This actually looks like this would be based off of a book. So let me know if this is like a novel or a series or something like that. I'm curious to know because I feel like half of the movies that come out now are based off of books, and a lot of times it's like books that I've never heard of, or like I just didn't know that they existed. So I'm like, oh, okay, like this could be something I'll read. Yeah, it looked interesting enough. Like I said, it definitely looked like a type of role that she would do. So I feel like it should be good. Um, might be a little cliche, but that's okay. Like I'm fine with like cliche stuff. But yeah, let me know like what you guys thought of the film in the comments if you plan on watching it. And if there's any other trailers that have come out that you want me to react to, leave it in the comments and I just might react to it. But since we're on the topic of Millie and I was kind of talking about Stranger Things, um I definitely don't think like again, saw a lot of people in like Instagram comments that are like, when are we gonna get a trailer? Is it coming out next year? And I'm like, if the actor strike just ended, like they're just gonna be starting to film probably the end of this year, maybe the beginning of next year. I don't know what the schedule is. You really think they're gonna have all of season 5 done? This is gonna be the last season, so that means they gotta go all in. You guys really think they're gonna have it done by next year? I do not think so. I highly doubt we are getting season 5 next year. And I don't know if like the Duffer Brothers or Netflix if they've already announced, but I don't see that happening. Sorry to burst your bubble if you thought so. Now, a trailer or like behind the scenes thing or something like that, I'm sure people will get like images of them in costume and find out the filming locations. We always see stuff like that, but yeah, we're not getting we're not getting season 5 next year. We're getting it 2025 for sure. Unless they just like speed through it. But I hope they don't do that. Like I want them to take their time again because this is the last season. This is going to be like the big hurrah. And season 4, if y'all haven't seen season 4, like please watch it. You have to watch it before season 5 comes out. But season 4 was on a whole nother level. And I know that there's been like big debates on like what was the best season. I think a lot of people still love the first season just because that was like the beginning of the show. I always was like season 3 was so good, but now I'm like season 4, like I don't know. Season 4 might have it in the bag. I don't know how they're going to top it to be honest, but like I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully like my podcast is still around then so that way we can do like a whole, I don't know, maybe I'll do reactions for it or at least do like a whole episode by episode discussion. I actually did that with season 4 if you guys didn't know or if you missed out on it. So you can go to my channel and then just like go through the videos because that was like what, last summer I think, probably in July. And I literally like did a video like for each episode. I was just reviewing it. I wasn't reacting to it, but I was reviewing it. We were I said we, but I was discussing it with you guys. So if you're interested in seeing that, you can go back on my channel and just go all the way back to like last July. And yeah, so I'd love to do something like that again for season 5 and just talk about like the show as a whole and what we liked, what we didn't like, what we wish we would have saw, all that good stuff. And I would love to have some of you guys on, like anybody that is like interested in being a guest, please reach out to me. Like I'm not just having guests who are, you know, in the industry. You don't have to be like famous to be on the show. Um if I have anybody that's like open to doing like, you know, how people do like panel discussions or episode reviews or anything like that, anything that would have a good conversation, I feel like that would make good content, and it's fun for me to do to you know, to have a community of people and to talk to other people who have the same interest as me, who watch the same shows and the same movies. Like I get excited by that stuff. I don't know if you guys do, but when you find someone who watches the same show as you or like loves the same movies as you, and you're like, oh my god, you like you love it too. Oh my god, like remember this part and like what did you think about this? Like I love those types of discussions. So I would love to have that with some of you guys. So, you know, if you want to be on the show, all you got to do is reach out to me. Just let me know. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do. So that way you don't miss when I upload. And you can press the notification bell. I think that will give you notifications every time that I upload, as well as any updates. So I try to keep you guys updated on anything that's going on with the podcast. I feel like, you know, posting through the community tab is kind of the better way now. I was initially doing it like through like Facebook and everything, but I'm like, I feel like YouTube has kind of become my main like platform, or that's kind of like my main channel now. So I feel like it's better to communicate with you guys through the community tab. Let me know if you think otherwise. I do have other social channels, so if you're not following those, please do. I have an Instagram page and I have a Facebook page specifically for the podcast. But I feel like I kind of like update, you know, I'll update you guys a little bit more on YouTube probably than the other ones. So yeah, follow all my social media channels, but for sure subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already. I think if there's something else I'm missing, because I feel like since I haven't been here the past week, I'm like, what else am I missing? There's probably like tons of other stuff we could be talking about, and I'm blanking right now. But I didn't want to make this video too long, so let me think. Yeah, I got nothing. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. Again, I'll see you guys next time. And goodbye. Okay, I'm playing. Stop. Bye, y'all. Bye. For real. Bye.